Today we're going to be changing out the computer setup here in the kitchen. This is a Dell all-in-one unit. I believe it's a 21-inch display. And I never really use this because it's too, like the text is too small to read from where you would sit at the counter or at the table, and it looks kind of weird. It just, I don't like it. I never liked this setup, but it was kind of functional enough to at least to play music, so I left it alone, but never really liked it. Recently my mother gave me this Vizio television set, which, oh, it's newer, but it's fairly old. I remember we had this at least 10 plus years ago. It's still pretty thick. I get a lot of commentary about not using CRT TVs. Well, I don't have any, so I use older LCD TVs, and I think they're just fine. She also gave me this Digitan antenna with it, so we can try that out and see if we get any channels. I don't really watch any mainstream TV at all. We used to have cable TV at the old location up until maybe late 2010s. I watched it when we had it, but when we got rid of the cable, I just never watched it after that, and don't really miss it. Never had it here, so I don't think I'll be watching that with any regularity, but there are certain circumstances where it might be nice to be able to pick up something local. You know, say the power goes out and no internet access or whatever, you can watch something to get some information. Regardless, we're going to hook it up in here, and I have another computer that I hope is already kind of set up. No, where did I put it? Here it is. I have this computer. This is a one Vizio computer, one of these small ones. And I'm hoping that this is already set up with a system installed. Like, it was one that I had used somewhere else for whatever reason, and we can just set up a new account and pin different programs to the bar and not have to sit here and install Windows and all that. So we'll do that. I'm going to start the video. I'm going to take everything off the top of the fridge here, and then I'm going to cut and go to a different video, because today I'm going to clean the refrigerator condenser. I need to pull it out from the wall, as I got to take all this stuff off anyways. So I figured this would be the most logical time to deal with this replacement. So let's take everything off. You won't notice the difference because the magic of video editing will take care of it. I'm going to clean the whole thing out, put it back, and then we'll install the new unit. We have a couple other things up here. We have the watering can that I use for the small plants. We have the cordless computer mouse and computer keyboard, which works fine. So I move that over to the new unit. We have the Doraphone Ingenious handset, which I need to actually set this up at some point, maybe next year. We have a lamp, and I think that's it for miscellaneous stuff. Jeez, it's filthy up here. I guess we're gonna have to clean on top of the refrigerator too. That is a mess. I'll get the vacuum. Jeez, the top of the cabinets is filthy too. This is what we're using for film antenna. Works well enough. We're going to keep this up here because we'll use that for the television set. This is the data line, we're going to need that. Alright, that's good enough for this. I think we can leave that up there. So now I'm going to cut to the other video. I want to clean out the refrigerator condenser. I'm going to put it all back. Should look pretty similar when we pick back up, and we'll finish putting in the new computer. The refrigerator has been cleaned, so we can go ahead and put everything back up now. Where's the audio cord? we're going to need the display cable for this television set. We should be able to use, let's see what this computer has. The computer has display port and VGA. The television has HDMI and VGA, so we're going to use VGA. I'm sure I have 1 or 50 of those floating around somewhere. Before this gets lost, we're going to plug in the USB thing for the cordless computer mouse and the cordless computer keyboard. And before the Ethernet falls, we'll plug that in. Power. We gotta do something with this, with the way that all those cords are. I don't like that at all. It looks terrible. Put some wire ties. Let's see if we can sort that out a little bit. The lamp, we can certainly tie up that cord. The refrigerator cord is about to fall out. The heck did I not plug it in? That's stupid. Got it. Okay. I think I want to turn that power bar around. For any advantage. I think it would. I guess it's probably not worth doing. The power bar is kind of tangled up in the refrigerator cord, which doesn't really matter. I just don't want it that way. We're going to change it. Okay, that's the way it should be. I suppose what I could do is just let the power bar cord hang down and get rid of that mess up there with the big knot in the wire. I guess it's looking good enough the way it is. This we gotta change. Television set is actually quite heavy. Does this tilt? And it does, it's all the way forward, so we'll have to just put a block or something on the back of it. Tilt it up a little bit. Oh man, I forgot to plug in the power cord for the computer. Jeez, wrecking the place here. Oh no! This doesn't have audio out on the back. I hate that. Well, we'll deal with it for now, but I don't know why these stupid micro units never have audio out on the back. It's like some kind of novelty with these things. It should be standard. Whatever. A little sturdy up here. Seems like it. Okay. Well, let's see if everything works. Does the television set have buttons? Yep. We'll need to switch it to VGA. I can't read it because the viewing angle is wrong. I have to get like a block of wood or something and stuff under there. Is the remote? Oh, the remote does have batteries. And they're only slightly corroded. Let's see here. Is this working? The remote is not working. Probably because the stupid batteries. That was almost easy. How do you get out of this? Seems like both of these are manipulating only the settings inside the menu. I need to go to a different one. That's just up and down, and so is this. Well, I guess we're going to have to make that remote work. Fortunately, I have some other batteries over here. I bet this door fell in at some point because these batteries are not actually corroded. It's the terminal that's corroded. It might even just be a connectivity issue. Okay, so we have remote functionality now. This remote needs to be cleaned. It's kind of gross. Ah, here's the inputs. Just get out of there. Computer. Or is that composite? AV? I don't know what it's considering the DVI or the VGA to be. I would imagine AV is the HDMI ports. I don't know if comp is computer or composite. There's HDMI 1 and 2. The computer is definitely on. I don't think so that this computer is busted. I think this was the computer I used downstairs at the old location for a while. So I'm pretty sure that it works. Let's just try doing a reset here. The buttons on this remote are not working very well at all. You have to do a full disassembly and clean out of this remote. I don't know why this is not getting a signal. At least that cable is busted. I'll try a different computer, I guess. Alright, I've got a laptop computer here. This is almost out of charge. It's only got 14 pippers left. Let's plug this in here. The computer appears to have detected the display. Yep, it has definitely recognized the display. It changed the resolution on the computer. It changed the resolution of 1360 by 780, which I don't think is correct. I believe it's a 720p TV. So maybe this cable was bad. Or if we do an extend, maybe it'll show extend the desktops. Yeah, it's not grabbing the right resolution. I'm going to have to try a different cable. I think perhaps the cable is spoiled. Here's a brand new VGA cable. Try this cable and see if this works. Usually when these cables go bad, you just get a blurry picture. It's kind of odd for it to just fail catastrophically entirely, but I suppose it could happen. It's kind of short. That's fine for this case. In fact, it's probably better. Where's that laptop at? See if that's working now. This is doing the same thing. It's going to 1360 by 760, which I really don't think that's what the TV is. I wonder if this TV is busted. It does have component. I wonder if I'm just not selecting the right input then, because that's component. It's not going to be AV, I don't think. What the heck is AV? And AV1 is the component. How the heck do you switch it to computer? I know I've used this thing with computers before. I just don't know how I did it. Unless I didn't use the VGA. Oh gosh, what is it retrieving data from? It won't give me a list of what the sources are, which is annoying. We have to keep going in this every single time. There's RGB. Well, we're getting something different now. Okay, I think we got it. So none of these 4 source buttons work. 1360 by 768. That's kind of abysmal. Alright, let's go back to the computer. I spent all that time digging through this stuff for the cable for nothing, I think. I bet that other cable is fine. Doesn't really matter, but just for the curiosity of it, let's try it. I don't know why this computer is not recognizing the display. Boot it up from scratch with it connected. Okay, it's working now. I'll just let that time out. Okay, so the problem was with the user. It was a user error. We'll just stay with this newer cable, it's a better one. Unbelievable. And that is one of the many reasons why it's important to have a good interface on the equipment, because otherwise it confuses people. I guess I'll push this back under the lamp, because we still need somewhere to put the watering can. I should probably just mount this power bar on the wall at this point, but that's a different issue for a different day. Alright, so now we have the computer's display. And the power buttons just turned it off. Yeah, and probably it's unlikely that we're really going to use the remote, because all we would need it for is to, all we need to do with the TV is turn it on and off, which can be done with the button on the side there. So I think that we're just going to leave the remote up here, out of the way, so it doesn't get lost. Now I gotta get something to tilt it back with, a piece of wood or something. This is probably a little too much. Let's see. Has to be stable. The viewing angle is good. It looks a little ridiculous. That's kind of the right viewing angle. Is it stable? Yeah, it's pretty stable. Alright, I think we're going to go with that. Let's see if the computer mouse and computer keyboard are working. Not working. Oh, now it's working. Well, I don't know what the password is for this computer. Right. Well, I guess that's my problem to figure that out. That's our new setup here in the kitchen. I was hoping I'd be able to reuse this computer, but perhaps not if I don't know what the password is. I figured out what the stupid password is. So I guess that's just a very low resolution panel. But it kind of works out because the text is so small because the resolution is low. I can read this from across the room here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is all fine. I can see everything here. So there's really no reason to play anything over 720 because that doesn't fit on the panel. Can we make this a little bit smaller so that the window is correct? Alright. Now let's see if there's any sound. We got problems with the sound. Sounds like something's not plugged in all the way. It does not look to be the case. Problems with this now. It's the computer. The computer has that hum to it. Alright, we're not using this computer. This computer blows. That's horrible. Annoying sound. Well, it works, but it's not usable. So we'll have to replace the computer, but I think the television set is better. It kind of looks better up there. It makes more sense. I can see it from the table over here. I can see it from the counter. So the TV is good, but the computer is terrible.